Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We're checking out ISTJ by NCT Dream. The last music video we checked out by them, the pre-release track if I'm not mistaken, and I was absolutely in love with it. From the vocals to the actual visuals, everything about the song itself was just as comforting as it gets. It felt heavenly. It is the only word that I can really describe this music video as. Now, before we actually get into ISTJ, there's been a performance video that they released 10 days ago for one of the tracks on this album for Poison. So I thought, why not check it out right now? Judging by the name of the song, I'm feeling like this is going to be a little bit darker, and I'm very excited about that. You guys know I like my contrast whenever I do double reactions on this channel. So without further ado, let's get into Poison by NCT Dream, and then we'll move on to ISTJ. Let's go. Oh, you beautiful bastard. You want to take a look inside? Bitch, I'll give you everything. We're 10 seconds in and the poison is already spreading. Let's take it back. Plus, guys, stop looking at me like that. Jesus Christ. Hi. I don't. No, you don't.
Wanna take a look inside you. 수없이 아무러져도 좋을 맘은 내게 기울어도 와.
Oh, that hair is high mark.
꼭 머무를 때 기대봐 너 더 속지 않으려 해도 굳게 다진 맘을 적신 poison 잡은 숨을 파고든 넌 poison 투명한 그 발걸음이 천천히 휩쓸다 끝끝내 무너뜨려 나를 poison in my mind.
I love these inverted transitions. Very hallucinogenic. Much like boys. If I had some cheddar cheese, you could easily shred it on those abs. By the way, just wanted to throw it out there. I'm That's not a shredder. That's a fucking high-end blender right there with those plates. Let's take it back. I'm sorry, guys. Close it, please. Damn, that was actually really cool that they ended up on sand, because it almost like reminds me of like these visuals whenever somebody is super depressed and they're at the beach or on some kind of a sand, they grab the sand and it just runs from their fingers and all that kind of stuff, like to represent like the loss of something. That's what this kind of like gives me vibes of. And like those inverted colorful transitions, it can be so incredibly tacky if you do it without the right context, because it can look very amateurish as far as like the editing itself goes. With the concept of the love being a poison, and it almost feels like a trip, like hallucination. It almost feels like seeing all of these colors, like those transitions fit incredibly well within this concept. And like the colors here, even here, like this frame, like the blue that highlights the hair and creates a little bit of a hair light, and then the red is like the deep fucking like feelings of love that is poisonous, almost like a love that is in a way kind of like not toxic in the sense that it's bad for me, but it is bad for me in the sense that I can't get anything done because all I'm thinking about is you, and just thinking about your warm embrace as the colors get kind of like purpley and pinkish. Very, very cool stuff. Like these transitions are really, really cool in the right context, and I feel like they did a phenomenal job here. Like even like the shot, the blue, almost like being blue in the face, in terms of like getting choked up by the poison that is spreading and won't let me breathe because you take my breath away. Basically, I'm kind of bad with my flower analogies, or my knowledge rather of flowers, so I can't really tell you what flower it is because I'm sure that there's a bunch of symbolism behind some of these flowers, especially here with Mark. But you smile and break toys for fun like a kid, like as far as like breaking hearts and shit. You're basically like Medusa, and everybody who sees you, who looks you in the eye, turns into stone, and you like it. But the stone is basically like freezing up because I can't shake the feeling of seeing someone as pretty as you. This was absolutely amazing. They really captured that the essence of love that is poisonous, in the sense that it's something that I cannot control and something that I try to almost like walk away from, trying to run away, basically, like the lyrics say, as all of the guys are sitting in the sand. Let's move on to the next song, because this was beautiful, and this was such a welcome departure almost from some of the stuff that I'm accustomed to with NCT Dream. We did check out a couple of songs that were on the darker side, but they were from a while back, so it was really, really nice to see something new that is a little bit darker, especially something that has a music video for, or just a video of any kind too. This was awesome. Let's move on to ISTJ now. Holy... Trapped in a maze. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, that fucking thing in the background. What's the song with Missy Elliott? Okay, so I had to refresh my memory, and it's actually Lose Control. Holy shit, that is so freaking cool. Which would fit actually quite well with this trippy fucking concept already. This is fucking crazy. Man, this brings back so many memories.
Let's get it done.
Oh my god. So she's a fucking maze, okay. Oh my god. Oh, you crutch grabbing fucking bastards. Oh, you son of a bitch. Wait, did he just have... Does Mark have a toothless toy from How to Train Your Dragon? What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, let's take it back. So like in Poison, like the love is poison, but here it's almost like trying to escape the poison, escape you, and that's like a fucking maze of sorts. I don't know why I'm connecting the two music videos, but like the maze is like the person that they're trying to figure out, which is kind of fitting because sometimes it's very hard to figure someone out, especially when it comes to relationships. Asking one question, getting an answer that has nothing to do with what they actually want, and then being mad at you for not figuring it out all by your fucking self. Anyway, that fucking footwork. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm sorry about the names. I'm still struggling a little bit. This is so trippy. Oh, it looked like toothless for a second. Oh. Oh my god. Wait, is ISTJ is like one of those MBTI or whatever the craze is, where I'm seeing it every single variety show? Also, to go from that trippy verse to then like this, suddenly we're in a space of zen with Hee-chan, and this is not supposed to make any sense, and yet that transition so fucking beautifully, and like figuring out the brain, and it's almost like, yeah, MBTI, holy shit, I just noticed it now. Can we take it back to the chorus again? Wait. Holy shit. Okay, this is, we're 1 minute in. This is my favorite song by NCT Dream. It's a perfect blend of their happy aura and something dark. That's beautiful. That is a dope mask. That transition of falling asleep vocally, it sounds as if like he's about to be sedated or something. Ooh, The Great Escape. That's pretty cool. Nice. Oh, what a cool. Shawshank Redemption now? Oh my god. And now this feels like Alice in Wonderland. Oh my, you son of a bitch. I love you. Let's think about, I love the score so much, and I'm gonna be right back because I need to work on these names because I'm tired of just pointing at someone and tell him that I love him. Let's take it back. Okay, so I want to say that the guy with the silver hair is Geno. That's who I've been crushing on for these two videos, seemingly. Anyway, let's look back. This is amazing. Damn, Mark. Holy shit. God damn. Oh. Did I just teleport to the early 2000s? These fades are cool because it's almost like dreams and hallucinations. And the brain turning off, which is... Wait, the ISTJ sign turned into the exit, so it's like finding that person's MBTI or something, or is it finding your own MBTI? I'm confused with the whole MBTI thing. I never really got too much into it because I'm just dumb like that. I don't know. Yeah, the exit. the letters changed. So it's like I found my MBTI or her. The production is just crazy. And now they pulled off a Back to the Future. And they escaped the maze, which is like, it's almost like a world where within their mind, which is why it's so crazy, and it's filled with all kinds of like a circus, a maze. There's psychiatrists, nurses, there's brain scans because the MBTI has something like figuring it all out and shit. This was absolutely incredible. And it's almost like, and also nice Kiss shirt, by the way. This is absolutely incredible. And like the thunderstorm, because it's thunderous in my own brain and shit. It just, them finding the exit by finding the MBTI. So the MBTI, the ISTJ lettering changed into exit. It's like I found my exit light, so to speak. It almost like in a funny way reminds me of Obsession by EXO, because like there was a lyric saying turned on exit light. It's like the battle was within myself, but this is almost like in a more, you know, fun and wholesome way, whereas Obsession was a little bit darker. But I don't know why I'm thinking of that randomly now, but this is absolutely incredible. This is by, I want to say by, I hate making like top 10s and shit, but it might be there for this year so far. It's one of the best songs that we've checked out. And like all of these different folders basically represent different MBTIs, and finding your own, is it finding supernatural, which is also really, really nice, because there's definitely some supernatural elements in this. Also shout out to the show Supernatural, though that has nothing to do with it, but it's still pretty cool. You know what, I actually wasn't planning on doing this, but this whole place, it says welcome, the heart, the plus sign, it's almost like a hospital for your soul and for your brain and soul, for your mind and soul, as you figure out your inner issues and you figure out the MBTI and all that kind of stuff. And once you figured it out, it's almost like the hospital is designed to be a mind fuck, which is a maze and circus and filled with all kinds of things that are supposed to help you, make you want to escape, where the purpose is initially to figure your own shit out. And by escaping it, you actually cure yourself. So it's not like the place is supposed to cure you. The place is fucking with your mentality even more, and then the escape is the cure, because that's when you find all of the folders and the MBTI and shit. I don't know if what I just said made any sense at all, but let's take it back. This is fucking amazing. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm also getting some Ghostbusters vibes from the ambulance. The production on this video is insane. Oh, Urology, nice. Urology. Urology, biology. Oh, you naughty bastards. Very subtle. Yeah. And again, it changed. So it's almost like the senses were confused and the exit became the MBTI, whereas in the end it switched and the MBTI was the exit all along. And before we continue, I just wanted to touch on like the ISTJ, which is introversion, sensing, thinking, and judgment, which is a 4-letter code representing one of the 16 personality types found on the Myers-Briggs type indicator, aka MBTI. People with ISTJ personality type tend to be reserved, practical, and quiet. It also says that these people with this personality of ISTJ tend to be reserved yet willful, with a rational outlook on life. They compose their actions carefully and carry them out with methodical purpose, which is actually kind of ironic, because it's almost like taking someone completely out of their comfort zone and almost like forcing them to be someone that they are not. And by doing so, the MBTI personality is basically something that made them stuck, because they're introverted, they're sensing, they do everything methodically, and they're being thrown into this world, which could potentially represent a love interest, someone that is maybe like they try to be compatible with, or they are just being thrown into a world outside of their norm. They have to do things differently, think outside of their comfort zone, like another personality of sorts, potentially, because the person, it almost feels like the personality that they are in this world is not fitting, is not compatible, which is why it's almost like they're trying to change it. So maybe that's why the ISTJ personality changes into the exit sign, but then everything that I ever needed is this personality. Like, who I am is just fine. So my personality, I don't have to be compatible with someone else. If it's meant to be, it will be. It's almost like trying to force yourself to be with someone who you are not compatible with, but you want them so much potentially, which is why, like, once they enter this place that forces them to be a different personality, they're trying to pull off the Shawshank Redemption. They're trying to escape the place. The nurses and shit are coming after them to put them back. They're trapped in a maze of all of these different personalities trying to figure themselves out, when in reality, that exit sign, which was the ISTJ, which turned into the exit sign, the ISTJ was the answer all along, basically. That's what I want to say. It's almost like you're not supposed to change yourself. Who you are is just fine. That's what I'm kind of getting at, I guess. Thinking too much about it? If that made any sense, please let me know. If not, I'll just shut the fuck up.
Let's get it done.
Oh my god. And the lights flickering too is pretty cool. Chaos in the mind. I legitimately thought that the toy that he has is like a Toothless or something from How to Train Your Dragon. It almost looks like a very maybe it's something official, but to me it looks like a very twisted version of a Pikachu. And then the doctor's basically grabbing them because they fail to comprehend and figure shit out, and it's almost like a descent to madness. That's what the doctors basically represent. Because figuring you out is much like figuring out how to exit a maze or go through all these circus clowns. Anyway. Damn. I really love that hat. Let's take it back before Mark annihilates you again with that footwork. The hat almost like reminds me of Teddy Bear by Stacy. They had similar looking hats, masks, which is pretty cool too. Dude, I want that grill. Oh, that was so cool. The delivery. It's almost like they're trying to force them to be another personality that they're not. So this whole world is like a representation of society forcing you to be someone else, and you're trying to escape. and maybe you actually believe that you need to change. But then your personality was your answer all along. You don't need changing. It's okay to be introverted, sensing, methodical, and all that kind of stuff. Great escape, that was so cool.
Let's get it done.
But also, they say trying to figure you out. So maybe they went into this place to also figure that someone else out, or maybe try to change themselves for the sake of being with that person, potentially. And then they realize that I am who I am, you are who you are, and if it's meant to be, it'll be. Maybe that's why they say let's talk about it. Again, I'm reading too much into it. I'm sorry. I'm done. I love the footwork here. It's amazing. And the sunset in the background, it's so magical, but it's fake. Which is why they're closing their eyes, and it creates like this the illusion. The frame is actually fading out almost as if you're closing your eyes. So it's all like a fucking dream illusion, counting stars. I'm on my back alone and all that kind of stuff. Next exit, only love. Holy shit. Damn. Damn. Then they pull off the fucking Back to the Future. That was amazing. I don't know what else to say. If I made any sense at all, let me know in the comment section. If I took it a little bit too far, as I usually do, I guess I'm not gonna apologize for that, because I guess that's the gist of this entire channel, is to overthink shit. And if you're down for the ride, then hop right in and join the comment section and let me know what you thought. This was absolutely incredible. This is by far one of my favorite songs that we've checked out this year. There was like an element of happiness and poppiness that they expressed here. It was like a perfect blend of various aspects, from darker shit to more positive and lighter shit, that they just mixed together, and they created something really, really special here. In my opinion, the choreography was incredible. Vocals, as always, on point. I really, really, and really love this video, and the production is just insane. Like it's SM at the end of the day, so I'm always blown away by a production by SM in general, with any group that we checked out that is an SM group, but this was truly, truly fucking beautiful. So if you enjoyed this reaction, and if I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See ya.